Hello everyone, this is Eric with Auto Replay, and I'm giving an update on the $650, I think it was a no, it was a Ford Ecoline, made like a, I don't even remember, like an E something van. And my buddy Bob and his young lady Sam went ahead and, purchased it, and I told him to give me an update on the actual van. How's it living in that particular vehicle, with all the amenities that they have for $650, and told them to send me over actual video. But right now, they are, needless to say, I'll put it this way, they have their own online blog that has been detailing kind of a day by day experience that they have been going through personally. It gets pretty deep. It's kind of made a lot more than I would have thought that they were going through too, personally myself. I mean I've known Bob for years. He actually worked with me at electrical contractor at Mass Electric here, and we worked together as electricians. I remember I think meeting him on a job, and we're putting together I'm trying to think, like a transformer in the actual room that goes from I don't even remember, like probably 480 volts to 120 or something like that. We're putting in a transformer, hooking up, and I'm not a commercial electrician like that. And we were sitting there talking about our past experiences. And, I look at it now that, a lot of stuff that I say is talk. I've did that years ago, whatever. Maybe not to the extent he has done things, or anybody. Everybody has their own life experience, and they make their own choices. But I've known him for years, and he worked with me as a helper, and it's funny because we've done all kind of electrical work all over North Florida, South Georgia together, and I've always look at the good in people, and I try to bring people up where I can, what I'm saying, or try to help people out, and I remember just when Bob was working as an electrician helper, we'd go to a house that's being actually, new construction built. Like there was one out in Midway, Florida, which is about, I don't know, 20 minutes away from Tallahassee, just on the outskirts. And we had to go put in like a microwave and plugs and switches, if I can remember correctly, because I remember putting in the microwave with them, and like somehow, like I don't know, like one of the screws got stripped out the top that actually holds it up, and I had to actually take the microwave down, open it up, and find this little fastener. Anyway, but I remember Bob, like as we walked in, like I'm the type of person, and I have a job to do. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna get the job done. You know what I mean? I don't like to chit chat and talk like this and that. I like to get the job done. So this video blogging is a whole new thing to me. So long story short, I remember, like, as we would go to the house, because I'm pulling up in the work truck, van or whatever, work truck. It was a Big Red, I used to call it. And, he would go talk to, the carpenter, then you can go talk to the plumber, then you can go talk to the actual, general contractor, then, he would talk to everybody, that was on the job. And, that's just his personality, So when he worked with me, I never, it's whatever, you do what you want to, do what you need to do. As long as you get the job done too. And after a while, I seen kind of how his personality was. And I looked at Bob, I was like, well, in my opinion, I give people my opinion. You take what you want with it. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I've kind of learned that over years, People make their own choices, But I told him, in my opinion, him being an electrician helper was a waste of his talents because he was a people person. He likes to talk to everybody, which is, I mean, not everybody can do. And so, long story short, he ended up, I think he went to go work for another electrical contractor. It was more of a real commercial contractor. I think he actually was working around metal studs, metal framing. He actually cut himself pretty bad, I think he said one point. And because I kept in touch with him. And then I think he ended up selling cell phones or something for a while. So, because I was like, in my opinion, I think he would do better as a salesperson, maybe selling cars or something like that. And, that's kind of what I just kind of, you know, thought would be good, in my own mind, but take what you will. And, like he ended up starting a business with his brother here in town, and they came up with a vape business when it was coming out, and they did really well. And long story short, you have to talk with Bob about what's going on with his life. I can't tell you. I just know what I've seen from my eyes, from my view, and then long story short, he went through and they created this great business. Then long story short, he ended up back working as an electrician and come back Matters Electric, and he worked in the office with us for a little bit, and I helped him get a car here. It was like a little, I think like a 98 Pontiac Grand Am or so, a little V6, probably the 3.1 liter. And I told him, I was like, it's a good car. The only thing it had a coolant leak. And I was like, dude, I was like, I feel better getting you a car that had a great engine and transmission and a bad body, like needed a hood or a fender, because then I know the car will run good. You know what I mean? I didn't really want to sell it to him because I know he's not a mechanic, and it's not really that mechanically inclined. And then with him working at the same building as me, I was like, dude, I hate to sell to you this car and then have to hear about it too. You know what I mean? Like you're having an issue with it. So I really didn't want to. He's like, no, I'm gonna buy the car. Long story short, he did buy the car, and he just drove it. In my opinion, I mean, I don't know, he did what you want, but he should have got the coolant leak fixed, and then it would have been fine. I think at least to hold up for a little bit. But it's things like that. So like even with this van, I checked it out with him. I didn't put it all on videotape because I was looking at it. I mean, it's got a strong V8 engine. He drove it, so he knows how it drives. It had brand new tires on it. It sounded good. It's just that it sounded that it needed maybe a vacuum hose was off or something. Like it sounded like the idle was a little off, but the engine sounded strong. So I was like, oh yeah, it's a good strong engine, especially for having as many miles as it did. And it's still it would go. You know what I mean? It didn't like hesitate in that sense or whatever. So that was my recommendation when he bought it, especially for $650 with 200,000 miles or whatever it is on it. I was like, in my opinion, I would look for the vacuum hose that is off. It's causing your idle to be rough, or maybe you need to change the intake manifold gasket or whatever it is, because he has a vacuum leak. He has some kind of leak, that I kind of heard, or, the way it sounded because it didn't idle smooth. And that was my recommendation would be to, if you bought it, get that fixed and then it'll be fine. You know what I mean? I don't know how it ran, just running it, but he's been driving it and parking it and living in it. Him and Sam and Twerk, I think, is the dog. And this blog actually talks about that. And I'm going to show exactly on my laptop how to get to it. It's www.aptgetclean.com. And he's got, I think, about 4 posts on there so far, him and Sammy, about their experience with the van and about them actually working on getting sober. And you could go through and look at it, read it if you choose to. He does say share it, and they're looking at alternative road to recovery. And I wish them the best. And that's the reason I'm taking my time out of what I normally do to make this video, to give an update on, you know, I mean this is a car related channel, but you know, him and Sammy too. And you know, I wish them success in what they do. You know, so that's, you have to check it out. If it's something for you, you'll know pretty good or not. And then what they're doing is trying to raise money to help them along their journey. And they are actually, I think, making paintings, and they're taking donations for them now. And I actually see on there that they've added some paintings, so it's neat. I think they got a good idea. I mean, the two of them together. I mean, you know, obviously they're going through a lot, and they're still together. They're still surviving. You know, so let me go ahead. I'll show the actual website and some highlights of it, and I'll put a link down below. And check it out. Tell me what you think. Comment, like, dislike, whatever. I mean, you know, I like keeping updates with him. I mean, you know, just make sure he's doing okay. Because I've known him for a while, and you know what I mean. So, all right. So here's the website. You go to www. It's aptgetclean.com, like apartmentgetclean.com, I believe. And you'll know that you're on the right website because it states, if I get that, it states in alternative road to recovery, I think it is. That's their logo. I mean, they're putting a lot of time and effort in this, you know, here. And I'll just kind of read through this. It talks about, these are the remnants of two addicts in recovery. We learn to work through some of the darkest times through writing. We understand that sometimes our behavior can leave loved ones confused. And I mean, right now, I mean, you know, it talks about them, the route that they're taking. I don't know how accurate that is, because you can click on it and it'll bring up a map. So I know they're definitely camping. I don't know exactly where they're at, but the blog is where I kind of got started, and you know, it kind of goes through. Looks like he's got 4 different posts. He started on January 14th. You know, his dog Twerk, or their dog Twerk, and then talking about van dwelling vagabond, and you know, this is you know, what it looks like actually, you know, living in the van. You know, this is 2 days later, and this is 7 days later here, the third one. And this fourth one looks like 3 days later. So they're keeping up with what's going on. But the cool thing is that this is Sammie's art that they're selling to help them get clean, basically. And okay, like she's doing a piece of towel. So I mean, this might be something you could put in your bathroom or just hang on the wall. And you know, I'm assuming this is $65. 8-inch by 8-inch ceramic tile with acrylic flower painted, sealed with a clear coating, and mounting hook has been added for hanging. So looks like that one's not available, but this third item. So they're working on it, and they have some oil canvases. Okay, yeah, this one's 120 for the yellow, 125 for the yellow rose, 150 for the wildflowers, and $40 for the 3 I don't even know how to say that, peonies. And they have this acrylic on wood. That's a beautiful art piece, $150. So I mean, they're definitely I mean, let me see if I could blow that up. But they're definitely putting some effort into it, for sure. So I guess my thing is you could go on here, you can donate through Cash App, and this is their Cash App. I guess you would call it name. It's Random Gypsy Dystopian Beggar Cup. I don't know. I mean, Bob was a big in reading, man. He always read books, so he's a very smart guy. But he says that you can donate through Cash App, PayPal, or Bitcoin. But I think Cash App is the best way to get, um, actually pay for what you want to get. And they have this email address, info@apartmentgetclean.com. So, and the payment deadline looks like February 5th. If you want to get any of those paintings to help them out on their journey. But I just want to share that. I mean, you can go ahead and check it out yourself and let me know what you think.